Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are brand new, welcome. I'm super glad to have you here. My name is Jessica, also known as Chic Professor on Instagram, and I make videos on the pre-loved market, luxury goods, and workwear. Today is kind of a mix of all three. I am going to be discussing one of the bags I absolutely loved. I had on my wish list. I was so excited to get, and now I've used it for a couple months and I am going to be getting rid of it. So I thought I would give you an explanation as to why it's not going to stay in my collection and the pros and cons that I sort of found after using it for a long time. So it's a review and also a why am I selling this bag. So let's get started. So here is the bag in question. This is the Ferragamo Beky bag, or the double Gancio tote. It is still currently for sale. This is the large size. It retails for $15.90 and I will link some of the current versions down below. I am going to be selling this bag, letting it move on to a new person for a few different reasons. I honestly would keep it as sort of a backup or more casual big black bag, except I really do feel like if I don't sell it now, it will lose its popularity, and this would be the best time to sell it in order to, you know, sort of recoup the most money. So that is what I plan on doing. It's a great bag. If I just hold it like this, you can see it gets kind of slumpy, let's say. So that is one of the reasons that I am selling it. And I'll try not to make this video too long. I can sometimes talk quite a bit in my videos, so I'll try not to make it too long. So it's obviously in the gold hardware, as you can see. It has this big zipper, and then it also has these two compartments in it right there. And in this one compartment, I have the long zipper, long shoulder strap, which you can attach on these rings. I'm not sure if you can see it. There's a ring right here, and then another one on this side, so you can attach it. And they're nice and side rings, and they're right in the middle, which is nice. You know, it's not like one side of your bag is going to be pulling and the other one is not. So I've actually never used the strap, so it's in really good condition. It's just not how I tend to carry my bags. When I'm carrying them for work, I tend to carry them in the crook of my arm, and so, or sometimes I could even get this on my shoulder, but not with a jacket or something on. So I never really use the strap, but the strap is there, and then it has these two open compartments. In the front compartment, since the beginning, I have put a piece of cardboard, and I think that's already a telling sign. I probably should actually go ahead and, well, I'll leave it in there for now. But it's got the fabric lining here, and I've done a review, sort of. It was more of a reveal on this channel, and I will link that down below, so I won't go into all the details. But this bag just lost its shape very quickly. That was honestly the #1 reason that I didn't love it anymore. I bought this pre-loved. I got a very good deal. It hasn't been around for that long, so it wasn't that used of a bag. I bought it at the end of January of this year, and I think that it was less than a year old, and the person had said it had already lost some structure, so that was one of the reasons that they were selling it at a good price point and that I bought it. Well, it also has a few little scratches. I don't know if you can see that in the light. I'll move it a little bit, but there's like some scratches and little things here or there, but very minor sort of cosmetic wear. So it's a beautiful bag, and I really liked the simplicity of it. I liked the very easy details. I love the Saffiano leather because it was very carefree. Even the few scratches that are on this bag, you have to look at it in the perfect light in order to be able to see them. So they are really quite nice. And it was a good sized bag mostly. I'll get into the size in a little bit. But as you can see, so it's lost some structure. It doesn't really stand up on its own. I do have to keep it stuffed. When I keep it stuffed, it's usually okay, but without this piece of cardboard in the front would kind of always look slumpy, and I didn't like that. I wanted it to look more chic and sleek. So what I really didn't like about this bag was the side, though. The side, I feel like, just always looked messy. Like, this bag was so beautiful from the front and even from the back, and it was this very sleek design, and then the side was always like crumpled and messy. And I understand why it's like that. It's like that so that you have the flexibility to put more in it, but I just wanted the bag to kind of always look like this. Which is what it looks like when you first get it, but the leather just softens so much over time, it doesn't stay like that. And if you undo the snaps and you make the bag as big as it can be, then it's a little slightly less messy, but it still feels like it's kind of messy on the side. Now, if that doesn't bother you, then that's great, but for me, that really took away from the reason that I wanted this bag, which was just to have a nice, sleek, black work bag that I could really enjoy. So the middle compartment, the inside's in really good shape. I mean, it's got a couple little, like, pieces of dust or whatever inside, but it's in pretty good shape, and it's got the slit pockets. One's bigger and one's a little bit smaller, more like a cell phone pocket, and then it's got this nice zipped area here. This is where the date code is, by the way. I had trouble finding that on it's behind right here when I was doing the original video. That's where it is. Sorry about that, my camera stopped recording in the middle of this video. So what I was saying, now I've got the strap inside, what I was saying is I was talking about the date code back here, and the only other things I want to say about the interior are these pockets are so nice to have just to organize everything. And I also like that the fabric is, like, I guess it's black, but it feels like it's got like a pattern on it, so you don't lose things in here like you do sometimes when you've got a totally black lined bag. It is a little easier to find things in and out of there, and there's a lot of room in there. So it's easy to keep it clean, and there's a lot of room. Obviously, it's smaller if you pinch it in at the sides, but there is quite a bit of room if you really like to stuff your bags. And because it is a little bit of a softer leather, even though it's a hatched leather, it's still softer. So, you know, if you want to put something in and like bulge it out, you can certainly do that. The bottom of this is nice. It does have an extra panel here, and it does have feet, which is always a nice thing to have. These have only a few little scratches. They are mostly in very good shape, and it's a nice bottom. But as you can see, like the shape of it already towards the bottom, like I feel like it's supposed to be like this, and it's just not at all what it is. So I think that's pretty much it for sort of everything except for the shape. So I did talk about the sides of this, but the shape of this bag was the other thing that was sort of bothering me. I like for a tote to really be tote shaped, and I felt like this was almost starting to be like speedy shaped, like a doctor bag or a Boston bag, a satchel kind of shape, especially if you stuff it. Like, it just doesn't have that sleek tote look, which is definitely what I wanted for work. I needed it to carry folders, and technically they fit, but as it started to lose more shape, it was harder and harder to zip it. I mean, yes, the leather was flexible enough that I could lift it over and zip, but it didn't just hold that shape the way that I wanted it to. I did love that this size wasn't huge, though. I didn't want to carry around like a Neverfull GM kind of like big tote. I didn't find that that was as professional looking and nice for work. So I did like the size of it in terms of that, but I just really wanted a really structured black bag that looked really nice, and I just felt like this, as it kept losing its shape, it was not the size that I wanted anymore, and certainly wasn't the sort of aesthetic look that I wanted anymore. So that is really it for this bag. If you have any questions about it, please let me know. I do recommend this bag. It's a beautiful bag, and there's not very many of them on the pre-loved market, so I will be selling this. You can contact me via here or my email, or you can contact me through Instagram, but I'm also going to be putting it on my Poshmark, Tradesy, and eBay accounts, so you can go ahead and look for it there if you are interested. It is beautiful, and it's really nice, and it's a good size bag. It's just not exactly what I was looking for at this moment, because I am looking for something that is more structured. If it had this nice side panel, I probably honestly would have kept it, and I feel like if it was a little bit of like a thicker leather maybe, so it was a little stiffer. Some people will really like a nice flexible comfortable leather. The handles are flexible and very comfortable, so that is a nice thing. I've had other bags where that is not the case if it's too stiff. So there's sort of a trade-off, I guess. It's a very comfortable, easy bag to carry, but it just wasn't quite what I was looking for. So I have replaced it, and that is one thing I wanted to say. I have just replaced it. I haven't used the replacement yet. This was my last day with this one. Would you like to see a reveal? I don't know if people want to see like an unboxing and reveal. I did film that, but I don't know if that's actually something that's exciting to see. So if you want to see that, please let me know. I'll tell you right now, it is a bag from Louis Vuitton and it is a discontinued size. I bought the GM size of something that doesn't exist in that size anymore. You can't buy it except for pre-loved, though the actual bag does still exist. So I don't know. If you want to see the reveal and the unboxing, let me know, or maybe you'd rather just see the reveal on Instagram next week and then the unboxing in, or a actual review after I've used it for a few weeks. And I'll definitely do a what fits inside when I do the review, because there really weren't very many of those out there when I was trying to buy the bag. So I'm definitely going to do that, but let me know. Do you want to see the unboxing? I don't know. Anyway, I think that's all I'm going to say about this bag. I really did love it. I still do. I still like it. I think I'm going to be sad to see it leave my collection, but I do think in a business sense it is smartest to let it go now, and I am super excited about my new bag, though I probably will also purchase like some kind of easy casual black bag so that on days where I don't want to carry a really nice bag, I have something, you know, when the weather's really bad or whatever. So we'll see. But that's this. So if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more. As always, please let me know if you have any questions or just comment down below to say hi. Thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!